Firefighting in Canada this week is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. This week, the federal government is investing $5 million to create a national wildfire research network. Then, we'll look at the new fire chief in Edmonton's plans for the department. And we'll take a look at our sister magazine, Canadian Firefighter's most recent cover story that analyzes various performance metrics on halligans. The Canadian government is allocating $5 million to create a wildfire network. The move comes after the Canadian Forest Service's 2018 blueprint for wildfire science found significant gaps in Canadian knowledge of how fires are changing in Canada due to climate change. The national network will train 68 master's, PhD, and postdoctoral students over the next 6 years. Natural Resources Minister Seamus O'Regan announced the funding in a press conference last Wednesday. He explained the funds will come from the National Emergency Management Strategy to respond to climate change. Joe Zadolny stepped into the role of fire chief of the Edmonton department on June 1st. With over 25 years of emergency experience and over 10 years in leadership roles, he most recently held the role of deputy chief with the Calgary Fire Department. There, he oversaw the Fire Training Academy, critical medical response support, technical team support, 911 service management, and hazardous materials response support. Now with the Edmonton department, he says he plans to turn his focus to mental health and wellness of firefighting staff, as well as fostering diversity within the service. In a recent press briefing last week, he said this work will include education for members in an effort to remove the stigma around mental health issues. He also emphasized ensuring the fire service accurately represents the community it serves and says this starts at the recruitment stage.
But in Edmonton, we need to make strides in the diversity of our membership and the inclusion of the voices and faces that have traditionally been absent from our service.
Our most recent edition of Canadian Firefighter saw an indispensable tool featured on its cover. That tool is the Halligan. This multi-purpose tool, used for prying and twisting among other things, is a key member of the firefighter's toolbox. Career firefighter Nathan Pocock, who also owns and operates Prepare For, a firefighting training company, shares how to identify subtle differences between halligans and how these differences can affect performance. He reviews various parts of the tool and how they can be used, including the adze, the pick, the shaft, and the forks. There are plenty of halligans on the market, and individual preferences bear largely on purchases. As Pocock writes, it's important to know every function and understand the tools on your rig. To learn more about the indispensable Halligan, read the full article online at cdnfirefighter.com. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode on Friday, July 10th.